This is the White Tiger Knight channel, and this is the ATI Mosin Monte Carlo stock upgrade. This is what you get. This is the box it comes with, and all the little pieces. They got a prep pad there, and actually the extra little piece there for the chin rest. Actually, chin weld. It'll be on the for this scope that I have on this Mosin. But as you can see here, this is the original stock. These are not permanent upgrades. I can still put this original stock on, but I'm just going to do this because I don't want to spend the money to go ahead and refinish it, and I want to keep it in the original condition. So as you can see here, the first thing you got to do is just go ahead and remove the cleaning rod. The cleaning rod will no longer be attached, but you can go ahead and keep that for safe storage. Just go ahead and twist it out and pull it off. As you can see here, it comes with the tool supplied in the kit. You can go ahead and twist it off and pull it out. Now the cleaning rod can obviously be kept, and all the parts here can be kept so that this can be restored in its original condition. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to go ahead and refinish the stock. I'll keep the stock in the current form and go ahead and sporterize this Mosin. As you can see, the stock, this is kind of a parts kit gun. The stock is different pieces. I'll go over that in a sec. But you can see there is a little bit of rust here on the cleaning rod. So I'm going to oil that up and try to probably sand it off some and re-blue it eventually. But I'm going to keep this for in the opportunity that I have that I can actually bring it back in its original condition. So I'm going to set that aside. And the next part is to pull off these barrel bands. So you take the band off, you go ahead and press down on it, and you can go ahead and push forward. These are really tight. Again, as you can see, the upper and lower pieces of wood are actually kind of a parts stock here. It's not original. One of my bands, actually, you can see this one has a Ishvak or the Ishvak symbol on it, and the other one has a star. I'm not sure if it's a Tula symbol star or if it's just the Russian star, but I think it might be just the parts kit, really. So you can see I got that off, went ahead and pushed it forward. You can see the Ishvak symbol on there if you look really closely. And on the rear one, you can see the Tula star, possibly a Tula star, on the actual barrel band and the little piece, the piece that holds it, the little spring in there. So I think you can get a better view of them there. I'm not sure if that's a Tula star, if that's just a star, if other ones have that, but again, just go ahead and use the tool here and press down on it while you move it forward. You can loosen them on the bottom just by kind of spreading them apart, and obviously you have to take the front, the sling attachment off so you can get this barrel band by it. But after that, I just went ahead and put it back on so it would be with the lower, part of the stock. Again, just go ahead and slide this all the way off, and then your top piece falls out. Again, that's pretty fragile. Keep that in a safe place. As you can see, that's a different entirely piece of wood from the lower piece of the stock. But then again, after that's finished, you can go ahead and remove the rear barrel band from the front sight post because it slides right over top, so you don't have to worry about removing the front sight for removing the real barrel band. And as you can see, there's that star on there. If you look a little closely, you can see it there. It's kind of interesting. The next part, you're going to have to actually remove the front sight post if you want to get the front barrel band off, or you can just snap it, but I'm going to keep it intact, so you can just go ahead and punch that off. It's a dovetail, and then you just push it right back on. It's also marked for the center alignment. So now once you go ahead and do that, you can remove the bolt and make sure it's obviously unloaded. Remove the bolt just by pushing the trigger and pulling the bolt right out of the back of it. Most people know this, it's pretty common sense, but go ahead and have that done. Then you're going to focus on the screws. This is one, the tank screw and the magazine screw here. Just go ahead and remove those and it'll pop right out. Again, using the Mosin tool here, I'm going to loosen that one. Once it's loose enough, I will pull it out, and then it will come right out of the stock. It's pretty easy peasy. Again, these are the pieces both that connect the Mosin with the Monte Carlo stock. It's really just these two screws. Similarly, with people who cut down their existing wood stocks, I think these 2 screws suffice to actually hold the barreled action in the stock. Again, just remove the tang screw. Just with the Mosin tool, try to be careful not to booger it up. Then you pop it out. Once that tang screw comes out, it'll be pretty easy to remove the barreled action from the stock. As you can see here, the screw's removed. I'm going to go ahead and pull the magazine out. The magazine, I guess, in the trigger, kind of a trigger guard, pops right out there at the bottom. Then you can pull the barreled action and the trigger and everything else just straight up out of the stock. So it's pretty self-explanatory there. Not really much of a problem. Let's go ahead and pop it right up. I would recommend actually taking your scope off while you're doing this, because it really gets in the way and it's a pain. It's a major pain. So taking the scope off would be great. I think it's a good idea. I already worked on putting it on there, so I'm going to leave it. This is everything you can see. Most of the parts there with the Mosin, the Monte Carlo stock. So I'm going to go ahead and see how it fits. Put it together. See if it really is drop in. Unfortunately, most people know that these things take a little bit of working, but hopefully she'll drop in smoothly. We'll find out here in a second. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and start out with the magazine and try to pop it in there. As you can see, it's pretty lubed up. That's the main reason why I'm wearing gloves. Is I got a lot of CLP on this. My hands usually take that off, so the gloves I think help spread it around and keep some of the oils off. Some of the oils and the problematic stuff off your hands there. So originally it was pretty tight going on there, but eventually I got it in here. Just go ahead and push it through. I think this piece actually fits in effectively. I'm not sure if that's all the way through, but if you look on from the other angle, you can really see, I think, that it is actually kind of at the furthest extent that it could really go there. So I think that's pretty much where it should be. If you can look down in there, you can see where the actual piece is, and whether or not it's flush with the actual stock or not. We'll let you know if it's all the way in there. So I think this one actually really is all the way in there on this part, but as I drop the barrel in coming up, it's a little tight and there's some fitment issues, so I'm probably going to have to take some material off so I can get the barrel to drop in a little freely. The problem is you don't want to take too much. So again, I'm going to go ahead and drop the barrel piece in, the barreled action here, and you can see it seems to slide in all right, but it's pretty tight, and you want to watch out for this spring here. I know this piece here, kind of the ejector or whatever, that actually helps get the rounds in there and out of there. If there's not enough material, you can actually bend that, and you're gonna have to get a new one. And that's actually the case with this Monte Carlo stock. It doesn't actually allow the rounds to load or eject properly, so I'm gonna have to shave that down. This is just get you an idea of how it fits. And again, you might need to use this washer. So if you need to use the washer, the way the instructions call for it is that you go ahead and put the tang screw in and then place the washer on it, and then when you place it down into the stock, just go ahead and screw it on through that way. I actually opted out of using that. I'm just showing this so anybody who needs to use that really knows how it kind of says to put it in there. But again, this is just to get you an idea how it looks. There's a lot more fitment that I need to do so I can actually get it to load rounds. Unfortunately, it's not loading rounds in there right now, so I'm gonna have to take some more material off. This just gets you an idea of how it's looking. I think it actually looks great. It makes it a lot more manageable. I think it lightens it. It really lightens the load and makes it a little more manageable to carry around and stuff. And I think overall it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Unfortunately, the fit is not completely drop in, but I'm going to remove a little bit of material, try to float the barrel a little more, and that'll be it.